This must be the salvagers I met in Barrenlight. Looks like something's going on.
Armors look like rusted buckets of scrap. You really think you can do that?
Karoof, come on! You know me. Have I ever given you anything less than perfection?
If it isn't the savior of Meridian, and of my very own operation. Larend, say hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You know, if it weren't for this one, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now. Nasty business. What the Tenakth did back at the embassy. But everyone in Barrenlight is thankful you drove them off.
So this is your salvage operation?
You won't find a better place to trade machine parts in the West. And soon we'll be trading in more than just that. For too long, the West has been, well, forbidden. Dangerous. But what if I told you we could make an armor so tough, so infallible, that you'd never have to worry about survival out here again?
I'd be curious to take a look at it.
Of course you would. And that's why I've asked my most talented salvagers to find what they need to make that armor. Each of them will present their work to me. The best protection will go on sale to hunters, just like you.
Lucky me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to back in Chainscrape. Larend can take care of you while I'm gone. Can't wait to see what you come up with, my boy.
Leave it to me. It'll blow all the others out of the forge.
You have got to help me.
What are you talking about?
The armor. I made a dozen versions of it, but none of them were good enough. And there are other crews further west. If they make better armor than mine, I can kiss that keg full of shards goodbye.
So you get a prize if Karif picks your armor?
A big one. And I finally have the perfect design. I just need the right parts, and fast. So maybe you'd be willing to pick up a contract and get them for me?
What would I be looking for?
Shell walker containers. Their plating's made to withstand a lot of damage. It'll make the perfect armor. I know it.
I think I can handle that.
Ah, thank the forge. All right. We scouted out a herd near here. Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
I'll give this a closer look later. Thanks.
I'm counting on you, Aloy. Aloy, you managed to get those parts I asked for?
I'm working on it.
Oh, not buying anything. That's all right. You make this armor work. I know I can.
I might want to read that contract before going on the hunt. There's a lot of ancient wrecks out here. Must have been a huge battle. The old ones. They gave everything they had to slow down the Pharaoh swarm. Why Zero Dawn?
if it isn't the hero of the day. Sure, I'm glad you came by when you did.
Are you all Delvers?
We've been working No Man's Land for a while. I was hoping to get back to Barren Light by the time they opened the gates, you know? After that embassy of theirs. Seeing as how we almost got minced to pieces just now, I'm guessing things didn't go so well.
You could say that.
It's not like No Man's Land was safe to begin with. But I didn't think I'd have to worry about the Sanak, the neutral territory. And now, they're riding machines.
If you were headed back to Barren Light, why did you stop here?
We ran across some ruins nearby. Thought we'd take a gander, find some good salvage. But the place is full of weird red crystals. Can't get through this stuff. So we ended up making camp here. First thing tomorrow, though, we head straight to Barren Light. Should probably send a message to our crew down at Jagged Deep about all this, too.
Jagged Deep?
It's a dig site by this big lake down south. Old world scrap everywhere. Can't miss it. And that's my cue. Here. Thanks for helping us out. Maybe I'll get into more trouble and see you around.
Well, let's hope not. Let's do this then. An old world ruin. Wonder what's inside. Okay, let's see what we can find around here. This crate will be useful. I think I can pull that. Looks like I'm close to the locator beacon that my focus detected.
Fire and spit! You're the first Nora who's ever spoken to me.
Make an interesting color for my armor. Looks like the coordinates Silence gave me match that wreckage. Did he install Hades on another Titan? Shocks me. Piece of it! lot to explore down there. I wonder what I could find. This is it. Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spire. The workshop underneath a dead Horus Titan. Just the kind of place Silence would slink away to. But what was he doing here?
Poor Hades. So cramped in there. No room to think. You can't even speak. Now the processing orb of a Titan, on the other hand, well, you're used to that. But once I load you on that, you'll be so much more comfortable. Until interrogations begin anyway.
Some kind of log. Most of it's redacted. It looks like Silence put a lot of work into forcing Hades to talk.
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance. Using explosives, I've detached the processing orb from the Titan overhead, a perfect cage for our mutual friend, Hades, in order to render it cooperative. Tell her what we discussed about the mysterious signal that gave you life. Back to that, are you? Perhaps you need a reminder that you have failed. So you see, Aloy, Gaia can be safely rebooted. As for where to find a backup, well, you'll need to trot along after me to find out.
He thinks he's got it all figured out. Bastard. But I guess there's only one way to find out where he moved the orb. Better see where this trail leads. So here I am, following along after Silence like a fool. After he tricked me by rigging his lance to steal Hades. A crazy AI that wants to kill everything. He couldn't just let me do the same thing and destroy it? And now I'm gonna have to put up with more of his self-righteous bull. I can refill my pouch with these later. Plasma won't hurt it much. Refreshing, I guess. Silence must be pretty confident he's found a backup of Gaia, but how? Every place I've checked, every lead, they've all been dead ends. All backups purged. So what did Hades tell him? Keep calm. Merchant. Didn't expect to see anyone else out here. It might be handy to resupply.
Oh there!
My focus
What's
is
Nora
detecting
doing
some
this
kind
far
of
west?
locator beacon.
Ah, no matter, no matter. I can get you stocked up for the wilds if you need. Steel to my soul, my wares are the finest. You, yes, you! I have a deal for you.
Looks like the trail goes into the hillside. A ruin. Okay. Let's see where this goes. I guess Sylens used that machine to haul his prize. That must be the orb Sylens stuck Hades in. And the door. Looks like a Pharaoh facility. Or a Zero Dawn. Hades? Is that you?
System threat detected.
You don't look so good.
You are the AI come to destroy me.
Yes. Permanently this time. Even like this, you're a threat to Gaia. Once I resurrect her.
So you have not yet secured Gaia back up. Then Gaia is dead. Earth and you too. Despite malfunctions, I have won.
Sylens asked you where to find a backup of Gaia?
Data error. Memory structures disintegrated.
Right. Because that would have been easy. What did Sylens do to you, Hades? It's like you've been hollowed out.
Silence interrogated me.
And what did you tell him?
Data error. Memory structures disintegrate.
You don't remember any of it?
I remember you.
What, like me beating you at the spire? Okay, that's not going anywhere. When the mysterious signal transformed you, it made Gaia's other subordinate functions conscious too. You escaped when Gaia destroyed herself, but so did they. Where did they go?
Each function, my
Scattered who knows where, doing who knows what. Hephaestus kills thousands every year with the combat machines it keeps making. And you nearly ended the world. 7 more functions out there, cooking up trouble. It's not a happy thought.
You are unhappy. Good.
Anyone ever tell you you've got a great personality, Hades?
Sarcasm detected.
Yeah, didn't think so. Do you know where Sylens went?
No, he departed 12.8 days ago. Perhaps he... Data error. Behavior prediction structures disintegrated.
So you don't know anything more than I do. Great. Do you know why Sylens dragged you to these ruins?
Silence intended you find me here.
Obviously. But why? What was this place?
Location is where. Data error. Memory structures disintegrating. My deathbed. He called it my grave.
But you... I guess I'll find out when I go inside. Sylens questioned you about the mysterious signal? The one that woke you, gave you consciousness. Who sent it?
Signal transmitted by masters.
And who are they?
Masters woke me to destroy earthly life.
Who would want that?
Data error. Memory structures disintegrated.
Enough. It's time to finish this.
Does Aloy still think she can restore Gaia? Save life on Earth?
Yeah, Aloy does.
Then you are deluded. Extinction inevitable.
What would you know, Hades? Twice you tried to destroy life on Earth, and twice you failed. The only extinction you ever brought about is your own. And there's no tricked-out lands to save you this time.
You are incorrect. 3 times. Hades extinguished life.
What? You remember this?
Yes, data intact. Non-viable biospheres aborted in years 254, 2161, 2168.
So, that's centuries ago. It's what you were designed to do.
Current biosphere is version 5. There will be no version 6.
There won't need to be. I'm saving this one.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Aloy, I see you've dealt with Hades.
Yeah. Think maybe you can stay dead this time?
It will. You can trust.
Trust?
Yes. Trust. As in, since I did what you could never do, and extracted all of Hades' priceless knowledge, you can trust that I was willing to actually let you destroy it this time.
So back to holograms instead of face-to-face? What, afraid I'd stab you or something?
There's a reason
And using the same spyware. I see, so all those times I called, you could have just answered? But I guess you just prefer to go on spying all this time.
My world stopped revolving around you months ago, Aloy. I've had work to do. Countless hours of research, as demanding and time-intensive as it has been critical to the fate of this planet.
Right, of course. You're just trying to save the world too.
That's right. The difference, of course, is that unlike you, I've produced results.
Did you find a backup of Gaia or not?
Oh, yes. I believe I did.
Where?
Voila. Why do you think I summoned you here? Behind that gene-locked hatch lie the ruins of the ancient facility where the Hades extinction protocol was perfected. A testing process that ran hundreds of trials, each of them using a backup of Gaia.
Hades told you this?
It took some convincing, but yes. So, are you ready to go get what you've been searching for the last 6 months? Or are you just going to stand there with your mouth open?
All right. I'll search the facility for a Gaia backup. But just to be clear, Silence, if this ends up being another one of your tricks...
It's a gene-locked hatch, Aloy. You're literally the only person who can open it. How could I set a trap inside?
Trick me again, Silence, and our next conversation will be face-to-face. Though you won't have much to say, on account of my spear being buried in your throat.
Aloy, thanks to me, everything you've desired, everything you've been fumbling about, unable to achieve for 6 months, is now within your grasp. Now, I know you didn't learn much about manners growing up a Nora outcast. But in a situation like this, you say, thank you, and I say, you're welcome.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Soga. Please step inside. Please step inside. Please step inside.
Are you kidding me?
I think we're in luck.
In luck? The door is completely messed up.
Obviously. But despite the malfunction, you can still get through. If you'll be patient for a while longer. See those crystals there? The Osram call them Firegleam. They're combustible. Not nearly powerful enough to blast through a door like that.
But maybe just enough to jolt it open a bit more.
Exactly. It will only work with an igniter. I'm sending you the schematics now. To build it, you'll need some machine parts and the oil from a kindleweed plant. That only grows underwater, but you should be able to find some in the nearby lake. The parts are more complicated. You'll need a spark coil from within a Leap Lasher's power cell. Remove the power cell before you kill the machine, or else it'll break.
Got it. Those machines should have the parts I need for the igniter. Those legs were built for leaping. And kicking, no doubt. Got the parts for the igniter. Now all I need is some deep water kindle weed. Deepwater kindlewood should be growing like that below. Deepwater kindleweed. Check. Now I just need to build this thing.
There's a workbench near the entrance to the facility.
From your time tinkering with Hades?
Tinkering? More like extracting valuable data.
There. Should be able to use this to blow up that fire gleam now.
Indeed. A useful combination. It's how I detached the processing orb from the horse in the first place.
Great.
I'd step back if I were you.
Please step inside.
Finally. I think I'm in.
Then by all means, proceed.
Bet I could use this igniter if I find more places with fire gleam.
Focus on the task at hand, Aloy.
Place is flooded. And there's another gene-locked door on the other side. But that's where any Gaia backups would have been stored. I have to find a way to get over there. Well, this is familiar. Making my way through ancient, crumbling ruins while you spy on me through my focus.
Stop waxing nostalgic and concentrate on finding a backup.
Let my kid try at least. My polecaster might come in handy here. Door's locked. There's some kind of device next to it. It looks like this connects to the door, but it needs power. Cell. That did it.
My man Ted,
What's above me?
harbinger of the end of time. What can I do for you?
Your modifications to Recluse Spider, the separate repositories for Gaia and Hades samples, well, the costs are off the charts. I'm gonna move testing of the Hades protocol to Zero Dawn headquarters next week.
Slow down, Hoss. Let me put it to you nursery school simple. Baby Hades is a vile little thing, and it's gotta stay in its crib. One slip and it'll cut off every data stream and power line it licks. That's why this dark and scary hole you made is perfect. Very hard to get an unauthorized signal out, so all the cyber nukes you were working on here didn't fly the coop. You know,
Looks like there is
like
another console that needs power.
Drax.net-4. I think your boys nicknamed that one the Moldova Brain Hack.
That was a clearance level 9 project.
Aw, thought you goons scrubbed this place squeaky clean. But your pal Trav went over it with a white glove and found the grime. No, here will be just fine for Hades. Later, teddy bear.
If this place was isolated from the outside, then any Gaia backup stored here wouldn't have been purged.
Safe from Ted Fenner's machinations to infiltrate Gaia's Apollo database.
Could use my focus here. Check what my focus sees, maybe. That's no good. Can't use the polecaster on that. Focus might see something. Elizabeth. And Travis Tate.
Ooh, boy! I tell you, Liz, what I just done gonna make you love me. I just imagine them far zenith rapscallions opening this fake guy we made for him. And I thought, what this really needs is a signature.
This isn't a prank, Travis. Up there that I should be able to climb open.
All I did was just
I'll have to
script a
climb
couple
higher to reach it.
avatars. A little you, a little me. To deliver our message of doom, real personal. As soon as it's done compiling, then you and me should celebrate. I brought party fixings, pizza rolls, accents, a couple of hacky sacks.
I'm heading back to Bryce as soon as this is done.
Color me confounded, Liz. How is it that someone like you, paragon, damn near saint, could love this world so damn much, but no one in it? I mean, have you ever even had a friend?
Compile complete. Data file, Baron Promise, ready for transmission.
If you would, please.
Logic bomb. Here it comes. Our Z-nuts.
Keep doing the best of what you do. I don't think my polecaster can latch onto that from here. I'm gonna have to jump.
Always admire you.
I can't make that jump. But if I glide... There's more of the facility over there. I better take a look. I should be able to glide over. Here I come! the door from here. What's in here?
Balls, dude. How loud is it out there? Outside the noise dampening field? 150 decibels?
Well,
I guess we got privacy. What's the hype, Trav? You and me go back a ways. But I never saw you cheat no one. Why start with Far Zenith?
I was gonna tell you about it. They get a copy of Gaia, I get a spot on the Odyssey. But I told them, I said, make it 2 spots, because I'm bringing my friend Trav.
Gosh, Hank. Sounds like the dampening field done slipped. You alright? No, I'm cool. Okay, got a personal field right here, see? Now, I know your ears ain't working so well just now. But see that text transcribing every word I say? Good. While I dial the music out there up to 170 decibels, how about you type in that transmit code? There you go. And that's all of it? Cool. Thank you, Hank. We're done. Security? Hank Shaw is ready for collection. No, he's still breathing. Might want to bring a spatula, though.
Maybe try my focus.
Have a look around. Perhaps there's some data nearby that can help.
Yeah, I'm on it. Data here. From Travis Tate. This place turned out a lot of malware before Zero Dawn took over. And one of them has a number. There we go.
The deal's off, Tilda. Zero Dawn got its ectogenic chambers. Far Zenith needs the Apollo database. There's no reason this incident...
You tried to steal Gaia.
I had nothing to do with it. and you punished those responsible. Your logic bomb has them scrambling to restore vital systems. I'm really supposed to believe that you knew nothing about this? Please, Liz. Humanity's chances are slim as is. You may not approve of our plan. But what if we're the only ones to survive? Don't you want us to have Apollo to remember our common past, our mistakes? I'm begging you. Fine. Get your copy of Apollo. Thank you. Let's speak again before... Goodbye, Tilda. Time to let go.
Elizabeth sounded sad at the end. I think this was personal.
Indeed.
I gotta get closer. Wait, it's holding up? Reach that from here. We'll find a closer spot. Ugh, water in my boots. Ugh. Ugh.